So when I first found out in 2007 that I was HIV positive, I was numb. I was in a little bit of denial. I didn't understand. I couldn't figure out how I caught HIV because, again, I had no education on it. I was one of the people that thought you could only catch HIV if you were a gay man or you had injection drug use. So I knew that I didn't do either of those things, right? And I was in a relationship with a man who, I was in a monogamous relationship, right? And we had used condoms for the first 6 months of the relationship. I had just been tested right before we had got together. So I couldn't understand how I was HIV positive. And also another reason I was a little shocked is because, before this time, I was living a different kind of life. I will say that, maybe I was a little more sexually happy. And I was deep in my drug usage then. So I didn't understand why that time in my life, that point in my life, I was able to contract this disease that I really didn't know much about. And after I got out of denial, I thought I was gonna die. And I actually started preparing to die. I have 3 wonderful children. Back then they were teenagers. And I started writing out a will, where my kids could go, who they could go stay with. I thought, this is it. I'm not going to be around to see my children grow up. This is the end of my life. So my reaction just was sadness, anger, confusion. There were so many emotions that I probably can't even explain them all, but I definitely thought that it was the end of my life. Yeah. Am I currently in a relationship? Today, I am not currently in a relationship. I am married, but we are separated. I am not in a relationship because I choose not to be in a relationship. I have had plenty of opportunities. Even when I first got diagnosed, unfortunately for me, being with someone was never a problem. I always disclosed in the beginning, and the people that I dealt with up until I got married, no one ever shied away from me because I had HIV. They all chose to stay around and get educated. Obviously the person I married is negative, and they were very educated on it, and they were comfortable. They loved me for me, and the HIV was not something that was going to deter them from being with me. So to answer the question, no, I am not in a relationship right now. The next question is, how do I disclose to people if I am dating? Disclosure is a big issue for people living with HIV. It's very hard for most people to disclose their status because, people don't want to be told, I don't want to be with you or be around you because you're positive. Rejection can really hurt someone. Sometimes it's a safety issue for people disclosing their status. But for me, I've always taken on the ideal of, I'm going to let you know immediately in the beginning because I want to give the person a choice that was taken away from me. The person that gave me HIV knew that they were positive and did not disclose to me. And they actually were very adamant about not wanting to wear a condom. So, again, it boils back down to, I always want to give someone the opportunity and the chance and the choice to decide whether they want to be in some sort of relationship with me. Because again, it is okay for someone to say, you know what, I don't think that I am emotionally able right now to be in a relationship with you with your status. I don't understand it. You know, I don't want to understand it. And so that's their choice, and that's okay. So for me, I immediately tell and disclose at the beginning of a relationship. Because again, who wants to waste their time? There's no need for me to waste 3 to 6 months with you, and then when I do tell you, you decide you don't want to be bothered with me. So I tell immediately in the beginning.